Hi, in this video I'm going to talk about how to create your own multiple enrollment course inside Canvas. This is an option that we did have with other learning management systems, and with Canvas there is a slightly different way to do it. You're already aware of the relationship between the sections in Canvas that always and only holds enrollment, and then the courses in Canvas which always and only holds content, whether that content is provided by us or provided by our students, discussions, assignment submissions, so on and so forth. For cross-listed classes as defined by Los Rios, what I'm about to show you is already taken care of, so it's not something that we have to worry about. And for lab lecture classes, this is a good idea not to do, because if you push enrollments from a lab class into a lecture class, you end up duplicating enrollments within that Canvas course, which is something, of course, we want to avoid. So in this example here, I've got a diagram showing two classes of History 314, and I've drawn the sections, again, that's enrollments, and then the courses in Canvas, which is where the content is. What I would do in Canvas, if I want to group these two classes together, is I would pick one of my two courses, and in this course is where I would set up my content. So again, my syllabus, my assignment instructions, those types of things, and it's in the same course where my students would be submitting their work and participating in things like a discussion. Once I've decided which of my courses to use, I would then use the cross-listing tool internal to Canvas to push enrollment from the other sections into this course. And so again, I would edit the section inside that other course, and I would in effect be pushing the enrollments from that section into the course that I'm actually going to be using for my content. From my students' perspective, they will not see that second course. In fact, they would only see one course at a time. But it's important to know from our perspective as instructors that the act of cross-listing internal to Canvas also removes that course from our view. This cross-listing that we can do internal to Canvas, because of the risk to students if they end up doing work in more than one course,
Cross-listing is only available for the approximately 2 weeks prior to the start of each term, so 3 times per year. Note that students are enrolled in a course 7 days prior to the start of the term, so make sure that you complete all of your cross-listing internal to Canvas prior to having the courses published and having students do any work inside your course.
I hope that this has been a helpful and useful video. As always, you can contact your friends here at Distance Education Web Development with any questions.